Hey everybody, welcome to Talking Ball. It's game day. And I'm excited. I don't know about you two, but yeah, I guess I'll just get into it. Ash, are you pumped for the match tonight?
Yeah, yesterday I was a little like upset about the Romero news and everything. I was like, oh my God, we're totally gonna lose. Season's over. We're gonna lose every game from now until when he's back, and boohoo. But now I calmed down a little bit, and now I'm excited because it's Brighton. It's going to be end-to-end football. That's the way you want it. So yeah, it's going to be a great game, and I'm looking forward to it. That's what we want, good football.
Same here, 100%. And Jose is with us as well today. Let's give it up for our co-hostess with the mostest, Jose. What's up, buddy? Are you doing well? You excited for the match? Are you nervous? How are you feeling?
I think this season I've got even everything that's happening, no nerves. Last season I was behind the sofa, my hands over my eyes, sweating profusely and swearing. This season I'm very calm.
I don't think I enjoyed a match like the entirety of last season. I get it. I was just so stressed. So
hit me with whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. Hit me with whatever you want. I look forward to Tottenham every time they play. I look forward to seeing patterns of play. I look forward to seeing what they've been training on the pitch this time. I love it. I enjoy watching it. Tonight will be no different. So yeah, I'm a bit like Ash. I made my prediction pre Romero's injury, and now that Romero's injured, I'm sticking with my prediction.
Yeah, love it. I am too. Why not, right? I mean, we're the mighty Spurs. We should be able to, we should be able to easily dispatch with these guys. I guess easily might not be the right word, but we should be able to take Brighton. But I guess with that in mind, do you guys? So you're not going to change your predictions at all. You're still sticking with your predicted score, and Ash, you too?
Oh wait, I have to check what my predicted score was.
I could tell you, Ash, your predicted score was 3-2 to Tottenham.
Yeah, I stick with it.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Colin, you had 2-0 Tottenham.
Okay. I wish I could change that now, but I won't. I will not change it.
Well, it's before the match starts. It's up to you. But I've got 4-0 Tottenham, and I'm sticking with it.
I love it. I love the optimism, the confidence there. No, I'm going to leave mine too. We're going to keep a clean sheet tonight. Daniel E is going to be surprised at what our fullbacks turned center backs can do. And gosh, speaking of Daniel E and just people, our comment section is full already.
So hello to people then. There we go.
Yeah. So Chang is in the house. What's up, Chang? Chang never sleeps, we decided. We have no idea when this man gets rest.
No, Chan's working. I've been messaging Chan. Chan's working. He's watching the show. I asked him if he wanted to come on. He can't. But I've asked, but he is going to keep an eye out on the show, and he will be commenting. And he started with the first comment. So good afternoon, Chan. Good afternoon to Adrian.
Adrian, what up, buddy?
We have a good afternoon from Talking Beer. Oh, yes. Talking Beer. He's saying big up Jose because he's gone in on Hotel Cochrane, but he's back into our one now, onto Talking Ball.
Yeah. I had a comment I wanted to put in too. Yeah, about Talking Beer.
Chang has said, ever since you changed your nickname, call sign Mr. Talking Beer, it's like you're a Yido reborn on YouTube circles and channels. Every Spurs platform and social media outlet needs more fans like you. That's a nice comment.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, but he had a name before that as well. He's evolved. He's evolved to Talking Beer.
Like a phoenix reborn from the ashes. Yeah, he is here. He's part of the family. Julie Severs, we know her. What's up, Mom?
Tottenham Mum. Hello, Julie.
Big love to my mama.
Did you speak to her about? Did you speak to her about coming on or not?
Yeah, she's having trouble finding her headphones. I think I might have accidentally stolen them while I was there. I don't remember.
No wonder she's finding it.
Right, exactly. They're probably in my backpack, to be honest. Chippy is here. Chippy O'Napoli. Why do I want to call you Chippy O'Neal all the time? But Chippy is here.
Good morning, evening, Ash. Late night for us. You have Sean.
Sean, what is up, brother? Yes, Cosmic Sean, the man himself. Nita is in the house.
Hello, Nita. How are you? I hope you're well.
Yes, boom. Nita is in the house.
I love that top Cole is wearing. I'm a sucker for hoops.
Let me get it back on there. Yes, it's a good top. I'm not gonna lie, and it you can't see my pants, but I'm actually matching today. I look nice. Yeah, thank you for the compliment on the shirt. I appreciate that. And Nita's saying hey to everybody. Real quick, before we get too far into everyone else's comments, I wanted to put this up real quick. This is a dual stream, meaning it's on both Talking Ball and El Tel Cockerel. Talking Beer's already liked and subbed to both. Be like Talking Beer. So yeah, go be like him, and get the thing done. Next
Chippy's
one,
coming. Sorry, so I was just going back to Chippy. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Chippy is saying, "Okay, Ash, I'm betting a $5 on your prediction, 2-3. If I win, I'll give it back to your channel." There you go.
Oh, Chippy, that's very kind.
Talking Beer. Hey, you can read this one out because it's in American for you. Look at that.
Hey, y'all. We went to City, played 4 fullbacks, and got a draw. We will be fine today. 100%. 100% Talking Beer. I'm with you. And Alex is here with his usual message. Yeah, I was going to say, if he ever didn't say steak before a match, I would be worried we'd lose. It just seems like it's it's Donna Cullen. What's up, Donna? Donna is in the house.
And Chris Agenbar saying hi to your mum.
Boom. Everybody say hi to her. She's the best. Mr. Collin, do you have any single friends available? I don't want to enter 2024 as a lonely woman. You know what? We're going to have to private message a bit. We'll work something out. We'll find something.
You haven't taken her laptop, have you?
No, I have not.
She's found the headphones but can't find the laptop.
Well, if you do find it, let me know, and I'll get you the link so you can get on here. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, I've never met your mom. Like she's come on like behind you and stuff, but never like separately.
See,
we were trying to
get
her on today to come on with you, Ash. Today, that's what we were trying to do. So,
yep. She might find it. We might get a surprise appearance.
Look, Colin, send her the link.
Yep, here we go.
There we go. She says she can pop on her phone till the phone's dies. That's good.
Perfect. All right.
We have Tot Spurs as well here.
Tot Spurs.
Alex Stake saying, "Can't wait for the game. Just don't start Dyer."
Yeah, I can't wait for that team sheet. I need to see that team sheet now.
I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. That Dyer is going to start. I mean, I still think we'll win the match, but I just feel bad for whoever starts next to Dyer if he in fact does start. They're not going to have a lot of help.
It's interesting. Adrian's got 2-0 to Spurs here. Kulusevski and Son. But when he did his predictions, he had it as 2-1 to Spurs. So
he thinks we'll improve defensively without Romero.
Adrian, you need to tell me because it's not too late to change your prediction. You've got 2-1 at the moment, and you've got 2-0 on screen. What do you want to keep? It's up to you. Alex is going 3-1 Spurs.
Boom. All right. So I just want to let my mom know I emailed her the link, so she'll have that shortly. But yeah, so 3-1 Spurs for Alex. Wayne, what is up, man? Wayne Bonner, the man, the myth, the legend that is Wayne. Hope you're all well. I'm looking forward to our 2-1 win and bringing the 3 points home tonight. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised, Wayne, if there's more goals than that. This just seems like a match to me that's going to be full of goals. Adrian, though, says, play Dorrington and Phillips. If either of them play well, we'll save money to strengthen elsewhere. That's a good point. That's a really good point. And then Chippy's telling us about his bet. Place 16-1 on Ashes, 2-3.
Don't blame me if you lose money, Chippy.
No, you're good. Chippy's been killing it. killing it with the gambling lately. I need to take some betting tips from Chippy. We should just get him his own segment on the show. Betting tips with Chippy. That'd be great. To Madam Cedars, you're the exact sort of parent I can only dream of being and strive to emulate. I can only hope I'll be able to raise both my daughters to fully love and support Tottenham Hotspur Football Club for life. Come on, you Spurs. And guess what? We had someone just pop in. We're talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. What's up, Ma?
I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, well, here, I'll put it back up. Chang just said nice things about you. He just said that he hopes that he'll be able to raise his daughters.
There you go. We'll put it back up.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the exact type of parent he wants to dream of being.
But I didn't make you a Spurs fan. You made me a Spurs fan.
It all helps. It all works.
You raised him enough to make a good decision in life.
Well, I did my best.
Yep. Play Phillips and Davies. Bring Dorrington on in the second half. Talking beer, that's not a bad idea. And I didn't notice. I looked it up today. I was looking up some stats last night. I did not notice that Dorrington was older than Phillips. You would have thought, Phillips being brought into the club, and you would have thought he was older. They're right around the same age, both 18. But
they're the same age, and I actually think Dorrington is better. I don't understand why Phillips is above him in the pecking order. He's quite good,
see,
Dorrington.
I haven't watched enough U21. So do you watch some U21 ball, Ash?
Yeah, I had to pay for Spurs play though. That's why most people can't watch it because Spurs play is so expensive. But if you're willing to shell that money out, then the under 21 is great. But they also do like highlights on YouTube. So when I didn't have Spurs play like 2-3 years ago, I would just watch the highlights on YouTube, and they do like extended highlights. So it's like 10-15 minutes. So you can still get a grasp of what the players are like.
Yeah. See how they're doing, how frazzled they look. See if they look calm, composed on the ball. So I'll ask you this real quick because I don't know anything about either of them. Pace, either of them very pacey?
I mean, they're both fast. None of them are like Van de Ven or anything, but they're both young and fast. They're both really good on the ball. They're both good passers. And like Phillips, I think, is slightly faster than Dorrington, if I'm not wrong. I think one is 6'3". I think Dorrington is 6'3" and Phillips is 6'4". So they're big lads. Like they're quite in terms of
big boys.
Fit.
Well, yeah, that's awesome, and I really hope that we get to see at least one of them today. I was going to post this later, but I guess I'll go ahead and get it in now. And I'll start with Jose.
Let me just catch up with the chat and then do this, because then we can see what the chat says.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because otherwise we're going to lag way behind. So you've got at the moment Alex Hilton saying if Milner starts at right back, Johnson's going to score. Yeah. Wayne Bonner says Richie to continue scoring streak. Fancy Johnson to hit a blinder tonight for the winner. Adrian has said to me, I changed my mind as Brighton have injuries and lack the strength in depth. I've also had a few bets on 0-2. Adrian, I've changed your predictions now to 0-2 as well on the predictions league. And hi, Steve D. Welcome, mate. Says, hi, lads. Been busy earning a crust while everyone is enjoying their holidays. But now I'm off till the 3rd. A large gin and tonic in hand. Merry Christmas and come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Steve. Good to have you in the house, Mr. Steve D. I wish I had a big G&T in my hand, but I got to work 2 hours. But
and then
I'll have your name in the background.
What Ash was saying, Phillips is 6'4", quick and a good passer.
Yeah.
Top Spurs is saying Dorrington is playing better than Phillips in the under-21s at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with this. Yes, Dotspur, I'm with you.
Yeah, and this is what I said yesterday as well. It's funny that we've got Phillips, but the one that's been standing out more has been Dorrington. I said this on yesterday's show as well.
I mean, Alex, in fairness to Phillips, he was injured also.
That's very true. Yeah, good point.
But I'm talking pre-injury though, Ash. Pre-injury, Dorrington was playing better. You got Alex Hilton saying Conte probably kicking himself. Imagine the defensive, boring football he could play with Dorrington, Romero, Van de Ven, Phillips, and that Croatian kid.
That's funny. That's funny. I forgot about the Croatian lad, by the way. That'll be cool in a couple of years.
I'm saving that one for in a minute. We're just going to go back to that one. By the way, I only place bets over Christmas. I don't bet any other time of the year. Glad to hear it. And before you go into your segment, Colin, I just starred. Ching Chang said, first live stream poll query: yes or no only. Will Richarlison score for the 5th consecutive game? Yes. I think you'll find that he can't score for a 5th consecutive game. He scored in the last 3 games. He has 4 goals. So I think you mean, will he score for the 4th consecutive? Or are you asking the question, telling us that he's already scoring tonight? And are you putting the poll up before the Bournemouth game?
He's definitely scoring tonight. It's a yes from me. What about you, Ash?
Ask your mom.
Mom, what do you think? Is Richarlison scoring tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
And why is that, Julie? Tell us why, Julie.
Because I think he's found his stride again. I think he's confident. I think he's moving well. I think that, he's got something to prove, and I think he'll do everything he can to score.
100%. 100%. Yeah, he's. You can tell that he's definitely been held back by that injury that he was dealing with, and I think he looks confident again. And for a striker, that's like 90% of it. I mean, maybe. And
I kind of think he feels like he owes it to the team. I think that I think he felt really bad that he couldn't do what he needed to do. I mean, I know I'm projecting, but I don't know. I just kind of get the impression from him that he looks really, really happy now, and that he's
definitely.
And I think that half of his problems were in his head. I mean, I realized that the pain was real, but I think that, people underestimate sometimes the psychological side of the game. And I think that he's in a good spot. So.
Boom. I love it. I think, I think he'll score again as well. Honestly, he's just a handful for defenders. His positioning, I think, is great.
Perhaps Ange also kind of got to him a little bit, because I think that there was a real tendency for him to flop, or to, when he made contact, he was always trying to get the call instead of playing the ball. And I think that he sees that that's not the way that the system works. And that, I think that there's been a bit of a switch flipped in his head on that too. So I think that can only be good for us.
So just before Ash answers, I just want to bring this up from Chippy saying, score prediction from Tottenham, Mum. Richie to score, and what's the final result going to be? This betting thing on you guys' predictions is fun. so he's asking,
Mom, what's your?
I think if I recall correctly, did I have 3-1 Spurs?
I'm going to look right now. Let me see. Yes. Tottenham Mum has predicted 1-3, unless you want to change it.
No, I think I'll stick with that. I think it'll be a little bit more difficult for our defense to keep them to 1, but I think I'll stick with that. And I would absolutely love for Brendan Johnson to score. I would love that, because I think he needs it, because he's come so close to so many times. I'm going to be hopeful and say that he will. So I'm going to say all 3, Son, Johnson, and Richarlison will be the scorers.
All a goal each. That's fantastic.
Although I'd love, Kulu's been playing really, really well, so I could see Decky poking one in there, or Porro. I mean, there's so many threats, but I'm going to go with the front 3.
Okay.
I like it.
Over to you, Ash. Is Richarlison scoring in tonight?
I mean, so see, in any other situation, I would have gone no, because, to score in 4 matches consecutively, the law of averages doesn't work that way. It's hard to keep the streak going. But since it's Richie and I've been really hard on him, I'm going to say yes. Simply because I owe him such a, if this form continues, I owe him a huge apology. And so I'm gonna be have grace in my being wrong and say yes, he's going to.
So we was asked a question yesterday on our show, and I was asked, will Richie score his 5th goal tomorrow, because this was yesterday, against Brighton? And I actually said no, he won't score his 5th goal. He will in fact score his 5th and 6th goal against Brighton. So I've got him down to score 2
From your lips to God's ear. That'd be awesome.
I always exactly.
So that was my answer yesterday. So I've got to stick with it. I said that he'll score twice tonight, and I'm going 4-0. So
4-0.
So you've got from this question that Chan has posed for people, you have got State coming in with Richarlison scoring today and in the next game, in the same game. You've got Talking Beer saying that he will get at least one.
Yes.
Nita is saying Richie will score.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sean is saying that he's got one in him.
Come on, Sean. Yes. Yes.
Chippy saying, I promise if any of these bets land, I'm going to donate it to your channel. You're
kind soul, Chippy. Too kind.
And then we have Mick Vickers.
Oh,
Hi, Mick. And he's saying this is going to be an open game with a few goals, I reckon.
Big up, Vic.
Adrian wants to let us know that we have won at Brighton on our last 2 visits. Just to put some clarity on this, I've gone for a clean sheet, right? But to put some clarity on this, Brighton have conceded in their last 22 games.
Wow. And they have more injured players than us, I think, actually, too.
And Tottenham have scored in their last 30 games. So the odds are that both teams are going to score tonight. But I'm still keeping my clean sheet. I'm giving you the facts, and then the fiction is me saying 4-0.
There you go. I love it. I think, like Mom said, from your lips to God's ears, if we could do that, that would be incredible. But I also wanted to just throw up this here. So we were talking about all of our injuries.
Afternoon audio artisan, and now we can move on. Sorry, just said.
No, you're good. You got to keep us on track, or else I'm going to get us way off track. So here's Brighton's injured 11. I just wanted to pull up and show that they are not in a good way when it comes to available players. One question I wanted to ask everybody is, remember whenever we were all crying out for Ansu Fati, or however you pronounce his last name? We were all crying out for him on loan, and everyone told me, no, Colin, he's injury prone. His knees are terrible. And there he is, out injured already. So maybe it was a good thing that we didn't get him. And I've also liked what I've seen from Brennan Johnson. But yeah, I think looking at this makes me not quite so worried.
Out of that starting 11, people that would be in their first team, in their first 11 are Estepinian.
Oh, out of this one, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Estepinian, Webster, Enciso.
Matoma, right?
Matoma, Indra. I don't think Fati would be in the starting 11 at the moment. Although I think he's a good player. Lallana's not in the starting 11. Neither is Lamptey or Veltman or Sherpen, the goalkeeper. But
Lamptey used to be really promising. What happened to him?
He's just, I don't know if he's come back from injury.
He's really injury prone. So it's like, it's kind of like Ryan Sessegnon.
I gotcha. Bummer, though, because he always looked like a good prospect. And I remember we were linked with him for a while. Yeah, bummer for him. Hopefully he can get that, over with. I hate to see anybody. No, sorry, Ash, my bad.
I also feel like, if you look at the systems that are in play right now, more fullbacks get injured than usual. You get a lot across the Premier League. You'll see in the last 2 years, there's been a lot of injuries to fullbacks because the task required of them is more and more with every game. I find that a lot of fullbacks are really, really injury prone because of it.
Yeah. The fullback position kind of has changed over the years, and it's much more attacking. You've got to be at both ends of the pitch, busted a gut, both ends. So yeah, I agree with you, and I think that's an interesting thought. Jose, do you think that change in the way that fullbacks have been playing lately, in the last, 5-10 years, do you think that's contributed to the amount of injured fullbacks that we see?
It's a really difficult question to answer because I think there's always been injuries throughout football history. There's always been injuries. I just think it's been magnified more now because back in the day, people would have a whole host of injuries, but it never got glorified. Oh, we have 7 people out, But
right.
now. Because of social media, because of I don't know, fantasy football, because if you play fantasy football, you want to know who's playing and who's not playing before you pick your team, and when you want to when you want to do your transfers. So everything is magnified. I think injuries have always been there, possibly slightly more injuries now, possibly. We're certainly seeing a lot more of your ACLs. There was a time that we were seeing lots of metatarsals, stuff like that. That back in the day, you'd get one every so often, but not as many as what we're getting now. So it could be a multitude of things. It could be the stop-start to games. It could be the way that players don't warm down or warm up. There's a whole load of different things. I mean, as I said, me not being, I'm not a medical scientist, so I couldn't tell you, but yeah, there's a whole load of variables there.
Are you sure you're not a medical scientist?
Definitely sure.
All right.
I'll tell you who is, though. Ash.
No, definitely not a medical scientist.
You were giving me you privately. You were sending me messages on what I need to do on my post-op recovery. So
That's true. She was helping you out. That was good advice too.
I have a sickly family, so I have lots of people that I've taken care of over the years.
Well, good on you for helping everybody out.
Got some more people to say hello to. Sorry, you got Lee Sniffy Smith.
What is up, Smithy? Yes.
You have
brother.
Mick Vick is saying 4 of their main players out, including Matoma. It's actually, they've got 10 players out, Mick, but you're quite right. 4 of their main players, including Matoma. Good afternoon, just a harmless potato. Nice to see you.
Hey.
You've got Didn't Know Sonny March was out. That'll help us, says Mick Vickers.
Yes.
Chippy's coming back in saying, it didn't let me do a combined bet, so I stuck 5 on 2-3 at 17-1, and Richie anytime scorer at 6s.
Yes,
that's a big bet.
It is.
Hi Rakesh, he's wishing us all a new year in advance. Hi Rakesh.
Thanks Rakesh, appreciate you, my man.
Chippy says he's so bad at this, and then he's put down 1-4.
No worries, Chippy. You're good.
I think those are odds.
And Steve D says, I predict that there will be extra time in both halves. Beyond that, I have no idea.
Seems like a safe bet to me.
Yeah, no kidding. I like the extra time thing. And I like that players are getting punished for time wasting, but some of these, I mean, it's just the amount of extra time is just insane at times. But I am glad that it is getting added and players can't waste time like they used to be able to. I mean, I see the good and the bad in that one,
And then you've got Adrian just to give, informing us that Spurs are interested in Stanis Idumbu Muzambo, an 18-year-old right-footed winger from Ajax. Muzambo's contract runs out in the summer, and he has refused to re-sign. And then you've got Niall Kane saying, hello, guys, and good evening. You have just Armors Potato saying Fatty, Espanola, Veltman, Mitoma, Adingra, Webster, Lantis, Depinian, March are all supposed to miss the match. It's correct, they are. But he's also saying that we have injuries too.
Yeah, we do.
For sure.
I have mine, don't I, talking beer. And then you've got, just to catch up, you've got Daniel Sandoval saying, good afternoon. When I started this, Daniel Sandoval, and then what I will do is, Colin, bring up what you was going to say about the centre-half pairings.
Oh, okay, great.
Because I've caught up with the chat.
So I know that this is kind of the talk of the town. This is what's been on everybody's mind lately. But what's your preferred center back pairing for today? And I want to start with Mom.
Doggone it, not fair.
I just want to know, do you think that we're going to stick with the safe option? And I guess the safe option, by that I mean like, players that have got like senior minutes under their belt, or do you think we'll stick in any of the youngins?
What do I think will happen? Boy, I unfortunately think we're going to go with the safe option. At least to start with. I think that sometimes it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. However, I do like to think that Ange will sub in, and maybe earlier than usual, some of the youngins. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. So I guess,
but we're not there at training, so we don't see what's going on. So
hell yeah,
absolutely. It's hard to say.
So real quick, I guess the last question for you, Mom. if it was Dyer you had to play, or if it was Emerson, who out of those two would you pick?
You know who I'd pick. I'd pick Emerson.
Yeah, that was a test, and you passed. Nice job. So yeah, so
I like Dyer in his day. I just don't trust him now. He didn't do just god awful last time he got in, but I just feel like I would feel more confident with Emerson.
Yeah, me too. Remember how much we both liked Dyer when he was first.
Well, back in the bromance days of Dyer and Dele, that was kind of the golden years,
And there was that quote where he's like, "Yeah, people say stuff about Tottenham, and we don't like it." And
hell, even though I thought he was unhinged when he jumped into the stands to go chase the guy down, I still I don't know, admired his gusto, and I'm not sure that he's lost that gusto, but I definitely think that aging has not been good to him or something. He's definitely fallen off, and I think that I don't know. I don't think it's his fault exactly, but I just don't think he's the best choice right now.
Yeah, fair. I think that's a very, very fair opinion. But I was gonna say, Jose, we're doing boy, girl. So Mom started. That means you got to go next.
I've got a feeling that he's going to go for. I know what I think Postecoglou is going to do. Although he's thrown a curveball in the past when he played Johnson from the starting lineup for the North London derby, so we didn't see that coming. I'd like to see one of them scenarios. Oh, I didn't see that coming, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight. So I think he will go with Davis and Emerson. Although I would like to see one of the youngsters. And for those that will allow and listen to my madness, I'll repeat again. I hear so many people saying, but you can't throw a youngster into a game, especially at centre half. Well, let me remind people that Kumbala played for Manchester United against Liverpool. So he made his debut at 19 years of age at centre back against Liverpool.
And who was his partner?
And his partner was I can't remember if it was bloody Lindelof or Johnny Evans. Now, Lindelof and Evans are 5th and 6th choice centre-backs at Manchester City. So therefore, not only were they down to scraps for centre-halves, but they threw in a youngster as well at Liverpool. A game that everybody predicted that Liverpool would thump Man United, and it was a 0-0 draw. So for me, although we're not on the training pitches, as someone's quite rightly pointed out, for me, I'd like to think that one of these boys should be given a chance, and it's possibly be given a chance to play alongside Davies. But I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be tried and tested. It's going to be Davis and Emerson. I'd be shocked if it wasn't, which kind of leads me to believe that if he picks that as the pairing, then I think that either Skip or Højbjerg would play tonight in the midfield position. Although I would hope that we would have gone for Sarr, Lo Celso and Kulu, but I don't see that happening. If we're going to use them defenders, I don't see that happening. I think that
going to need a little more steel in the middle there.
Well, it wouldn't be so terrible if they did put Højbjerg as a defense, the defensive mid, and then tried one of the youngsters, because you'd have a lot of experience around them.
That's a good point. That's a good point too. Okay, so Ash, I think I probably know your answer, but what's your preferred starting center back pairing for today?
I'd actually, I don't know if you know my answer, because I'd go with Davies and Dorrington. I'd go for it.
Yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't even mind if he put both Phillips and Dorrington in. Let's just hell for leather. Let's see what happens. Other people have been critical of Ange for not starting both of them. That I'm not critical of, because I think that if you have talent, it's worth protecting. It's worth bringing on at the right time. But I also feel like now it's just reached that point where we've lost Romero also. There's just no option but to go and see what they have. Who knows, in these tough times, they could come out feeling more confident and feeling like they can cut it in this league. It can work both ways. Sometimes it's best to throw kids on in difficult situations, because if they fail, nobody's too hard on them, and if they succeed, everyone's picking them up. So
Yeah.
it's a win-win situation, you know. So I do think I'd like to see Dorrington and Davies playing together.
I think that'd be awesome. I like you were saying, or like it goes. Davis has been here for 10 years. He's got experience out the wazoo. He's been playing for Wales for that entire time as well, and Swansea before us. I think if you're going to put anybody next to a new defender, I think Davies would be a good person to stick there. That's a really good thought. I just definitely don't want to see Eric Dyer starting tonight. And I think
that Ange is braver than that. I think Ange is braver than he's not a conservative, and and he keeps saying that this is a building year, and this is I mean, what better time than to throw somebody in and give them the minutes? Yeah.
You said he's a conservative. I'll let you know. This is a football channel, not a politics channel.
No, that's not the way I meant conservative. And he's not conservative. He's more of a risk taker and an experimentation kind of a person. He likes to try new things, and he's not tied to an anchor of one way. So
yeah, absolutely. So we know that everybody. So basically, don't put Dyer in. That's all we really want to see at center back. Talking beer, my man, again, talking beer in the house. So you prefer the two youngsters rather than playing four fullbacks. But he is right. They did a great job at City. Hilton, Alexander Hilton, Dorrington, and Phillips. If it was him. So what do we? And then if it's Ange, Davies, and Emerson. Yeah, you're probably right. But Dan says, big up. Hope uses all good. Oh, man, we're great. I hope you're great, man. Royale, not Dyer, please. Davies and Nita agreed 100%. Big up panel. Tequila 316 is here. What is up, Tequila? And everybody, I just wanted to add, I love Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer loves me.
I actually like
that
the
song.
Eric Dyer song. I think the Eric Dyer song's a fairly good song.
Yeah, and it's a family-friendly one, so you could sing it at pubs and not have to worry about kids and stuff. So I liked that too.
If you're bringing a kid to a pub, they can hear some bad language.
Very true. But yeah, and Mick's right. To be fair, Dyer hasn't done too bad this season. I don't know if I would use the word good, Mick, but no, he definitely hasn't been bad. Tequila bigging up Jose. People who love Dyer are the best. Like I was saying. No, I used to love the man, but yeah, he's changed, man. He's changed. But nearly at 100%. Wait, is that Tequila?
No, it's me. He sent a message on my channel to say nearly at 100, and I responded back saying, yes, Tequila, I need 3 more subs to get to 100.
Everybody, did you hear that? 3 more subs to get to 100. Head over to
I wish I could sub twice.
Yeah, everybody, get over to LTL Cockerel. We can get him to 100 before the show's over today, I bet. Let's do it, everybody. Let me put the link back up.
I saw you, Elias, saying people who love Dyer are the best.
I couldn't tell if that was a joke or if that was you. Yeah,
come back in. He says Dyer may be a liability, but he's one of the best personalities at the club. Did you see the news that his wife is expecting their first child?
Yeah,
I did. Very cool.
I did see that. Good for him.
I did like his personality, but I think the whole, when with Sporting Lisbon, when he was saying that, this is something along the lines of, I want to come back, and it felt very you can feel that way, but just don't say it if you're a Spurs player currently.
I don't know. He clearly isn't loved and valued, and he's about done with his contract. So why not come and get me? I mean, I'm okay with that.
I just feel slightly scary to me. I just wish he'd just said it to them in private instead of saying it publicly.
And if he's not,
I understand.
I don't want to see him.
Colin, you're off mic.
Oh.
Now, are we better?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just going to say, if Dyer isn't committed, I don't want to see him for the rest of the season.
Agree with that. Agree.
Let him sit. And But if you believe the talk that's going around the town, both he and Hugo have been told they can leave in January. So that's something. That's something that might happen. But guys,
hold on, you got just Harmless Potato saying, nah, only fools predicted Liverpool would flatline United. If you know ball, you knew it would be a tight game. I think there's a lot of people in the world that probably think they know ball, including all professional commentators and all professional armchair supporters. And 99.9% of people had Liverpool to thump United that day because of the going into that game. Liverpool started scoring goals and winning for fun. Man United were losing for fun. So people had it that way. So it's not just, I understand what you're saying, just a harmless potato, but the majority of people would have gone that way. You then have Dirty Sanchez. Good afternoon.
Dirty Sanchez, what up?
Don't worry about centre backs, just score 4.
Yeah, 100%. Or just one more than they score. If they score 4, then we have to score 5. But no, Dirty Sanchez. I am right on the on the same exact.
The best defense is an offense.
And
That's
then you've got this one's for you, mate.
Eric Dyer is the. No, I don't know what Malort says. I'm a noob. I have to Google it. Don't hate me.
And this one's for you, Ash.
I don't know if this is somebody who knows me prior or yes, Ash, but Fred, you'd have to tell me who you were or give me a clue.
Okay, fair enough. And then we've got Nita saying, I don't dislike Dyer, but he ain't playing like a player with experience anymore.
Fair, very fair. Yeah, I don't know what his arms behind the back is.
I'm gonna come back to Tequila. It won't be long, mate. He's referring to me, but we'll go to that. Good afternoon, Ben. Ben's in the house.
Hi, Ben.
Yes. I thought you were streaming, Ben. Good to have you here, man. I thought you guys were on, but everybody. Nice. Well, then everybody, make sure you also subscribe to the Coffee Company, another great channel. And 3 Spurs Boys. Isn't he on that one as well?
Yeah, so Ben's actually modding at the moment. So Ben, can you put the links for your shows as well, please? Steve D is saying, right, Chippy and Tequila are responsible. I'm off to the pub.
There you go. There you go.
Chippy and Napoli's coming in. What's the link for Tequila? Ben has just put it in. It's down there. It's Tequila's channel. It's the Play Pouch. So there's
what a nice name. I like that.
We also have Bob Down Under, Morning All, Emerson, or if being bold, Phillips. Nice choice, Bob. Nice choice.
Absolutely, and thank you again for Big Ange. If you do indeed come from down under, we appreciate you loaning Big Ange to us, and I promise we'll take care of him. I promise.
Just so you understand, man, Marlowe's is famously bad liquor from Chicago.
When I Googled it and I saw the word Chicago, I instantly knew. Yeah, people, I think everybody who drinks that stuff is just pretending to like it. It's terrible.
What is it? It's whiskey? What is it?
No, it's a botanic. It's a weird like liquor, but it's made from like, it's very bitter, and what's Malort's taste like? It something between fiery death and herbal gasoline extracted fruitiness is how the internet describes
that. Sounds delicious.
Yeah, wonderful, right? Wonderful stuff. But no, never had it, and I really hope I don't ever drink it. But yeah, guys.
So you've got once more, you've got the Tequila's channel, which is at the Play Pouch, is there.
Yes.
You also have Ben's channel at the Coffee Company, Man of Pure Chill. Please sub to Ben and help Ben out, please.
Do it, guys.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, and I'm going to ask, is if people could sub over. I can't even remember where the comment was. It's here. We're dual streaming. Although I'm on Talk and Ball, I do have my own channel in the background, and we dual stream to it, probably to get my hours up and to get my watches up and stuff like that. You know, it's always good. I'm lagging way behind everyone in the world, which is not surprising because I don't spend any time on the channel at all, hardly. But I'm on 97. So if I could get 3 subscribers today, that would take me to 100, and that would be massive for me because I think I started about 6 months ago. So 100 would be great. But No, they're not
Come on,
forcing
guys.
anyone. The people are coming here, and that's what we want, people that talk and ball. But if people do want to sub over to me, then they're more than welcome to do so.
Definitely.
Then you've got...
Spread the love, people. Spread the love.
Support all Spurs content creators. We're all doing our thing, doing our best, taking time out of our day and hanging out with you guys. We love it. So
And Talking Beers come back and said Marlowe's tastes like cabbage fermented in a dirty trash bin.
yes,
That
yes.
sounds like kombucha. Kombucha tastes like that as well, I think, to some
I wonder if they're
extent.
I wonder if they're similar.
Is that what you have in India?
No, kombucha is like.
I thought it was kind of Korean, but maybe I'm not.
No,
Right.
it's not an Indian thing. It's just one of those things that all like millennials and Gen Zers
Yeah.
drink everywhere in the world.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be good for your digestion and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Gut bacteria and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like that.
kind of like it. Like, I depends on my mood. I kind of like it, but it's a really acquired taste.
And I
It's
have
one
to
of
tell
those-
myself, this is good for you, Colin. Drink this. It's good. It's it'll it's helpful.
Sounds
It's-
dreadful.
Well, Ben's saying it's tasty. Kombucha is tasty, so Ben's saying it's tasty.
Yeah, it's like a
What?
fermented black tea type thing. But it's really an acquired taste. Nobody else but me likes it.
Ben's a hipster, so that explains why Ben likes it.
Talking beer, kombucha is only 5% alcohol. Malort is 80% proof. I believe 80 proof. I believe 40%.
Well, I'm gonna have to get a bottle just for taste testing purposes. Give it to guests, unsuspecting guests when they come over.
We have look, the ever so positive Daniel is coming in with a 2-1 victory. Go on,
Daniel,
Dan.
I don't know what happened. Did you fall and hit your head this morning? Is there?
It's a
gas
Christmas
leak? Yeah.
miracle.
Okay. I don't know. Daniel. Well, I'm really glad that you've got some positivity with you today. Yeah. Do you? So you think we're gonna go out there with 4? I think you've already put your predicted center back pairing in, but was just wondering, do you think it's gonna be the 4 fullbacks again, Daniel? We'll wait to see his answer there, but yeah.
And
Guys,
then you got Ben saying the coffee company's a Spurs YouTube's pub.
yes.
That.
We're gonna have to, whenever we make the trip in May, we're gonna have to make sure we stop by. So Ben, you better be there. We're gonna be there for 2 weeks, and we wanna have some of your delicious coffee while we're there.
And then you've got Michael Zachariah saying Son is the most overrated player in your team. Kulo is quality though. You then have Quezali. Good afternoon, Quez.
Yeah.
And then just we're not just Tottenham. We talk about everything. Here we go. Kombucha is probiotic. You need to have other things with it to make it work better.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I'll plug your channel on Dermo Stream later, mate. See if we can get you the last 3. Thanks, Tequila.
Tequila, you rule.
If I could on Irish Hotspur, I would, but not a mod there, and think Dave wouldn't like it. Dave's superb. Dave supports us anyway. Dave's a good man. Dave Harris is a good man. He supports us as well. Then you've got Michael Zachariah saying, world class since when? You've got Adrian saying, get signings in early and Ange will have the winter break to work with them. And then you've got Chippy coming in with Coys, and that's the chat caught up with again.
That's the chat caught up. Well, hey, glad we're back. Thank you everyone in the chat for taking part. Yeah, and I just wanted to say hey to Josh. Josh is here.
Hello.
Josh. We've already got some predictions in, so I want to get yours. What's your preferred center back pairing for today?
I don't care as long as it isn't Eric Dyer. As long as we don't have him, I don't care.
That was beautiful.
Did he come on just to do that?
You've outed me, damn it. No, as long as it is, I would prefer Dorrington over Dyer any day of the week.
Yeah, and I think all of us want to see what Dorrington can do. You know what I mean? Dorrington and Phillips. I would just like to see what either of them have to offer the first team. You know, clearly POSTECOGLOU doesn't think they're ready. And who am I to say? But yeah, like Ash was saying, if you throw them out there against one of the bigger sides or an important match, people will kind of have more patience with them if there's some growing pains. So I think I wish we'd throw them out there today, but I don't think we will. Josh, I was telling them I think we're likely we see the four fullbacks again.
Oh God, I hope not. Brighton are a very attacking team. We will struggle. We will struggle with 4 fullbacks, especially against a team like Brighton.
Yeah. They've got their own injury problems right now too, though, which is good. Good for us, lucky for us. But yeah, guys. Another question. So I wanted to kind of just bring up some memories that I had of this fixture in the past, and I just wanted to put up here. Remember that time that Stellini almost knocked De Zerbi out? And again, I'm exaggerating quite a bit, but that really cool touchline tussle between the two, both red carded. And I just remember Stellini being like, "Me? Like what?
Yeah.
That was a good time. That was a good one. And I still, to this day, I tried to do some tried to do some looking around to find out why that happened or like what caused it. No idea. Nobody knows. Do you guys remember anything about that by chance? Anybody here?
Yeah, it was a conversation that they had in Italian. It goes back. It goes back. It's something to do, and it was an Italian thing. It's a conversation that they had, and they had a falling out over it. And I think it was to do with De Zerbi not rating Stellini because Stellini was Conte's lapdog, and they had their conversation, and it probably meant something in Italian, and therefore they both fell out with each other. Where it was a macho Italian thing, basically.
Have you ever noticed it's always Italians and Spurs? Like we had Stellini and De Zerbi, and we also had Big Joe trying to knock out Gattuso.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
There's so many. There's a thing about Italians and Tottenham. They just do not bode well together, do they? At all.
There's a lot of fire in Italian people.
No, I just think it's Italians in general. They're just passionate people. It's wonderful generally, but sometimes that it just bubbles over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, guys, we've got some great comments. Yes, and this is one of the best ones. As this is a dual stream, please support our co-hostess with the mostest, Jose, and sub and like at Elto Cockerell. Please do that, guys.
Someone has subbed because I've gone to 98. So too short of getting to 100.
He's gonna hit that 100 mark today, baby.
No,
it's happening.
It is gonna happen
during the show.
Yes, come on, guys. Come on, everybody. All right, but y'all, let's break up this talk for just a bit and play a fun game.
I just want to catch up with the Michael. Right, so Talking Beer has now said that Michael has never watched Spurs. Orisham has said, Michael, you must be eating dog poop to say that. Michael's come back in and said, Daniel Lee, the biggest club in England. So this is what Michael supports. He says it's the biggest club in England. If you have football knowledge, you'll know my team.
It's the one with that bald frog that can't get a tune out of his players.
And then Daniel Lee saying, yeah, it has to be Liverpool. It has to be, I've had the time to think we can get away with this until VDV is back. Right, okay. Chippy has come in and said Man United. Michael has acknowledged Chippy and said smart guy. Talking has come in and said Michael's apparently a plastic fan. So there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love going on, and then you've got Elias has texted you apparently on WhatsApp, Colin.
Ooh, okay. Well, let me.
And Michael says Rashford is Rashford, hot and cold. Audio says Stellini had made comments that De Zerbi was just carrying on Potter's work. De Zerbi didn't take kindly to it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I wouldn't take too kindly to that either, I don't think. So, yeah, I can't blame the guy.
And the ever graceful Michael is saying that in his opinion, Spurs will not win today.
Well,
in Orisham's opinion, Rashford won't score 1 goal this season. Emerson has more than him. So, have some shame.
I love it. No, I mean, United are fine. It doesn't seem like their last couple of signings have worked out very well. Jadon Sancho, what's he up to these days? But I don't know. I don't want to be too mean to United. I don't really see United as one of our one of our rivals at this point in time, unless I can put a string of wins together.
Public service announcement. Just real quick.
Woo! 100 subscribers.
Look.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Yay.
Heck yes. I love it. Love it. Love it. Everybody, thank you for the work that you have done on
Congratulations,
helping us
Jose.
get this man to 100.
Thank you, everyone.
Here we go.
Appreciated.
There's going to be more to come. But yes, everybody, thank you. And Elias, just going to let you know, I'm not avoiding you. My phone died, so I'm turning it on right now. And we'll see that WhatsApp message.
But we have got to keep bench on the spam.
We have. That's what I. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Is it about time? I think we jumped into that.
Is this the one I sent to you last night?
It is. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Then let's have a look. See what people think of this one.
Let's do it. Here we go, everybody. All righty. In 3, 2. Hello, you guys know what time it is. It is Keep or West Ham time, the internet's favorite Tottenham game show. And I got the serious music on because this is a serious matchup we've got today. I'll just throw it up.
It's the best intro. It's the best Tottenham Hotspur intro from in a country mile.
Yes. Hey, I've asked 2 people. They said it's the best game show online. The sample size is big enough. So guys, here
Wow.
for West Ham. This is the slight
Wow.
variation. It's keep 1, bench 1, sell 1 to West
Oh,
Ham.
wow.
But we've got James Maddison, we've got Rafael van der Vaart, and we've got Christian Eriksen. All great players, all great, attacking midfield kind of playmaker types. They can score, they can create, they can do it all. But the one thing is, none of them ever played together, which is pretty cool. This is not an easy one at all, and I haven't even thought about it enough to tell you what I'm going to choose.
I think what we at this moment, what we've got to do is we want everyone in the chat to get involved as well. Tell us what your thoughts are, who we're going to keep, who we're going to bench, and who we're going to sell. And obviously the panel, because we're not typing 250 words, we can actually describe ourselves why we're making our keeping, our benching, and our selling. So from the chat, we'll just accept keep, bench, sell. But for us, we have to elaborate on as to why. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Absolutely. Who wants to go first on this?
I'll go first. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's have.
I don't mind. So if we're going based on current form, sell Van der Vaart, bench Eriksen, keep Maddison. Reason being, Van der Vaart's
it's at their best though.
Current form. Ha!
Damn it!
Damn
Right.
So it's all players at their best, at their peak.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to keep Maddison, simply because it's Maddison. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm benching Van der Vaart because he's Coy's through and through. Like even now, he's still Coy's. He posts on Twitter regularly. That guy loves Spurs. Eriksen, his heart's really not at Spurs, is it? Let's be honest. His heart was really can get first team football. I love Eriksen. I love what he contributed towards the club, but no, I'd sell him. So that's
and now he plays for Michael's. He plays for Michael's team now. So, Yep. Well, that was an easy one for you. You made pretty easy work out of what I thought was going to be a much tougher choice. Who wants to go second? Because I definitely don't yet.
So just to confirm, Josh is keeping Maddison, benching Van der Vaart, and sending Eriksen. Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
Okay. Right. I think we should go to one of the ladies.
All right, ladies. Who wants to go first?
Don't rush, ladies.
Who should go next? Let's
I'm
go,
going to
Mom.
hop in. Can I hop in?
Yes.
Because I'm under 10% on my phone and I'm going to probably have to leave real quick. I have a recency bias. It's a problem in this whole thing because Van der Vaart played a little bit when I first started watching, but I'm kind of a newer fan, so I'm not real familiar with his style of play. I do, I've seen him play like Legends things, and I've seen him, do a lot of media stuff, and I really like his personality. If you're going by personality, man, the first two have personality to spare, and poor Eriksson is such a reserved and dry and unusual sort of awkward guy. But I'm going to keep Matters because I just love him with all my heart, and I like his feistiness and his shithousery, and I think he's a good player. I'm not sure that he is more talented than the other two, but I'm going to keep him because right now the recency bias says I just love him with all my heart. At one point I absolutely adored Eriksson. I thought his passing and his link-up play was ridiculously good. And I just unfortunately don't know enough about Van der Vaart's play, but I'm being swayed by what Josh said about, being fully poised. Okay, I'm going to bench the other two. Sorry, I'm not telling anybody by it.
No, you've got to send one person.
Oh, damn it. Oh, I don't want to. Okay, if I'm sending one, I'm going to get slaughtered for it, but I'm going to send Van der Vaart.
You won't get slaughtered. He hit a lady one time, I think. So
hit a lady with his fist,
or something. What? I don't know if they were fist fighting or what happened, but yeah, there was some some stuff that came out. Again, alleged. Don't know if it's true. I'm probably going to go to jail for slander. But yeah, I think there was some stuff that went on between him and his wife. And so yeah, that knocks him down a peg for me.
And I know you can't go by this, and how I do. I'm such an emotional fan, but even when seeing Eriksson on the floor of the pitch, when he basically died on the pitch, that was very emotional for me, and I have a real attachment to him, but I guess that's where I'm going to have to go with it.
Boom, boom, boom. Well, so just to clarify, Eriksson's on the bench for you. Maddison is staying, and Van der Vaart is on his way to West Ham. I heard he's packing his bags right now. That's your answer, right?
That is correct.
Boom.
But I hate you for making me choose.
Hey, don't hate me. Hate Jose. He was the one who made this up. This was all Jose here.
But that's what made these so good. If they were, if it was easy, it would be no fun.
Exactly. Well, I'm not trying to chase you off, but I know that you said you had to go eventually. Do you want to stay until your phone dies, or do you want us to let you go?
Sorry, coughing. I think I'll just go ahead and bug out now, but I'm going to go plug in the thing so I can watch you guys.
You're the best. Appreciate
Thank
you,
you
Mom.
very much, Julie.
Bye, guys. Sorry I wouldn't be on camera, but I didn't have enough time to get myself together.
No.
Big up, everybody. Love you all.
Love you, Ma. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. So that just leaves.
There's nothing about him having a fist fight with someone. It says here that he found out via emails that his wife was having an affair with an airline pilot. So I'd be angry as well.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I didn't know that either. But guys. So I haven't answered yet. Jose hasn't answered yet.
No, there's Ash.
Yeah, there's Ash. Ash, do you have your pick ready for which of these lovely fellas you want to send to West Ham?
I didn't know about this wife thing, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, the answer is really easy. I'm holding it up. See here.
Yes, you've got it. You've got the shirt and everything. Perfect.
Just for reference, guys, she's holding up a Van der Vaart shirt.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll do it again.
There we go.
Boom. Love it. Absolutely love it.
This, in India, we used to not get any Spurs kits. So, my mom, she Googled the Spurs kit, and she made me one. She got one made for me. So it's total knockoff. What she did is illegal, technically.
That's
But-
awesome, though.
But it's really awesome of her, like, to make this. It's just the best. I love it. It's one of my favorite kids for that reason.
That is
I mean, now you get the
absolutely
Spurs kid in
adorable.
India. So Van der Vaart has to stay. I would bench Madders and send Ericsson off to West Ham because, well, he went off to Inter anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'm gonna go the exact same way as you, except I'm gonna flip my first two. I think that if it was me, I would keep. Let me put him back up too, so everybody knows. But I'm keeping Maddison, of course, just because we've seen, our team. We look totally different with him in the squad. He's just so vertical in the way that he plays. He gets us up the pitch. Takes risks, but they usually come off. I love the man. Benching, I would choose Van der Vaart just because he loved playing for Spurs. He understood the rivalry and hate of Arsenal. He understood that better than anybody. And I still have kind of a sour taste in my mouth from Ericsson's like last season with us, where he just kind of down tools and didn't seem to want to play for Spurs anymore. So for me, it's not too hard, but yeah, those are my answers. Jose, I believe that now leaves us with you, my beautiful friend.
I could, if I was, there's different ways of viewing this because you could put it to segment size. So you could say in their first 18 games for all these players, and you could do it that way. For me, the player that I would keep from these three after their first 18 games without a shadow of a doubt and all day long would be Rafael van der Vaart. Rafael van der Vaart was already the finished article, already hit his ceiling by the time he'd come to Tottenham, and he was absolutely brilliant. He was a magician. So yeah, for him, I would say I'd keep Van der Vaart on his first 18 games. On the first 18 games between Ericsson and Maddison, I think Maddison's actually had more goals and assists than what Ericsson probably had in his first 18 games. I haven't done the stats. I'm going on what my eyes and what my memory remembers. So with that being the case, I would probably end up benching Maddison and sending Ericsson to West Ham. And the other thing is that Van der Vaart never gave up on the club. Maddison hasn't given up on the club as yet. Ericsson did.
Yeah. Definitely. Can't argue with that at all. Recency bias is part of what made me choose Maddison, of course. But yeah, we forget. I mean, remind me this though, or explain to me this. So Van der Vaart was already the finished article, like you said, was at Madrid. What was he just was the new manager? Was there a new manager that came in at Madrid that just wasn't going to play him, or what was his reasoning for coming to Tottenham? Do you remember?
He just became available. At the end of the day, he didn't have a falling out with anyone. He just became available really late in the window. I don't know. There's probably behind the scenes, they probably brought a player in and they said, there's going to be a challenge for your spot. I don't know. There would have been conversations at Madrid, but I don't care about their conversations. We ended up getting Van der Vaart, and Van der Vaart is a quality player, and we got him. So, I'm over the moon about it.
Would you say after Jurgen Klinsmann, he might be like one of the biggest names that we've had come to Spurs?
So who's that, Van der Vaart?
Yeah.
Van der Vaart was huge. Van der Vaart was a huge name.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is, so like Klinsmann was huge. Klinsmann was the finished article. We never thought we were going to be getting Klinsmann. And so was the feeling similar when Van der Vaart came? Because I wasn't fully around.
Sorry, Ash was going to say something on this. Go on, Ash.
Colin said he was one of the biggest names to come to Spurs. I think Spurs have had a lot of big names come to Spurs over the years. I don't think, but yeah, he was up there. Definitely, he was up there. Everyone was really excited when he came, like me. So
yes, I love that kid so much. That's wonderful. Your mom's a really, really, really nice person to do that for you. She knew that would make you so happy, and it did. I'm really glad you still have it too. Do you ever wear it? You ever wear it for matches?
I mean, I wear it sometimes, but it's like I don't want to like ruin it too much because it's already like because I was a kid, I spilled things on it and stuff, so I don't want to ruin it even more. So I try and
got you,
like
yeah.
not wear it too often.
Put it up.
Maybe
Put it
today.
up. Show us it again. Put it up again. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
And
That
flip the back. There we go. Look at that piece of quality there.
Absolutely. That is amazing. I had no
When
idea.
in
Like,
Rome.
oh, is he? You yeah.
What
Exactly.
I'm saying, when in Rome, if you can't get your hands on a Spurs shirt, do the next best thing.
And that's better. I think that's cooler and better than an actual, you know what I mean, than an officially licensed Spurs kit. I will let you guys know.
Who buys licensed Spurs kits these days?
Yeah, last one I purchased off of some random guy in a pub. So he also showed me, he said that he had the next year's kits too. And I remember looking at them and they not at all what this year's kits are. But he's like, oh yeah, I got next year's stuff too. It was fun.
Do you mind if I just address a comment really quick?
Sure, yeah, go for it, man.
It's this one here. So Ericsson quit on Levy as he should. He quit on Spurs. You can disagree with Levy all you like, but ultimately he quit on the team. He quit on his teammates around him because he wanted to move away. Maddison is an Arsenal fan and mocked Bell. He isn't actually an Arsenal fan. He grew up supporting Man United. BT Sport interview he grew up as a United fan, and he mocked Bell when he was 15 years old. You name me a mature 15-year-old that knew what they were doing and wasn't playing professional football at the time. Most weeks were from 2012. He didn't make his professional career for Coventry until 2013. He was 15. Oddie gets a pass and Ericsson gets the blame. The reason Ericsson's getting blamed is because he quit on Spurs. Maddison hasn't. Maddison is with Spurs and he's coised through and through. He's openly said he wants to play for Spurs and that's why he's here. Ericsson had the choice to stay. He chose to leave. That's on him.
And I know there were there were things with managers, and there was things with going on behind the scenes with Ericsson. So I guess he does get somewhat of a pass for me, but it's just
I have no hate for Ericsson. I think he was a great player. He's an amazing player. That Sheffield United free kick, my God, was amazing. Sometimes if you like if I'm watching comps videos, I'm watching a lot of Ericsson's videos because they were just like the best. But I'm keeping Maddison because he's a part of this Spurs team that I love. So it's not a hate on Ericsson to say West Ham.
No, exactly that. And let's not forget as well that the majority of these Spurs fans also turned on Gareth Bale when he refused to play because he wanted to push his sale through to Real Madrid. A lot of people gave him stick then. Like we can give stick to players all they want, but we have to realise that's history. Maddison was 15 years old when those tweets went out. If you're still holding a grudge 11 years later, then there's a problem. There's a problem.
Yeah, I doubt Bale even cares. You know what I mean? But this is a good one. Players move on. I think we sometimes get too salty when they leave. 100%.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh, and Jose, you are muted, my man. Sorry about that.
Just going to move into the chat and just see because we've said that we've made our comments clear. This is Daniel E has no comment to make on the.
You made it way too hard.
Wayne Bonner said, keep Madders, bench VDV, sell Ericsson to the spammers. Then you've got Chippy coming in with Ericsson to West Ham. That's all I got. VDV was a magician. Madders could be one. Ericsson to the Hammers. Ben's come in with keep Van der Ven, bench Madders, sell Ericsson.
Yeah, same
Scott,
as.
Yeah, Scott M saying play Ericsson, bench Van der Ven, and send Maddison to West Ham.
I feel like I'm being messed with here.
Hold on. Right, Mick Vickers says keep Van der Ven, bench Madders, sell Ericsson. And Chippy's then saying I'm always going to go for the opposite of what Scott M said. Right, Lee Smithy Smith says keep Madders, bench Van der Vaart, and sell Ericsson. Daniel Sandovan, keep VDV, Madders out, keep VDV and Madders and out Ericsson. Ben is just confirming that Van der Vaart was electric for us. Chippy is saying, this question is too evil. Can I plead the fifth?
I agree with that.
It is an evil question. You can blame this guy right here for it too.
Don't worry. I get a taste of this in a minute. Ericsson quits on us, in my opinion. Michael says Spurs fans being shameless. Ericsson is class.
You spelled his name wrong, but that's okay.
Ben Kaufman, Ben saying Ericsson would be a passenger for half the season, then be classed for months. Chippy, ban Jose. This question hurts my brain like Kate and the Evolution. Right. Who else have we got? You've got a hello from Spurs Live.
Josh,
Right,
what is up? Yes.
And then you've got Ellie saying, sorry, couldn't make it today. Just about cooked my second Christmas dinner for my cousin and the kids with extra Greek dishes. No, family time's important, Ellie. Don't worry about it. You and your family
I'm
enjoy.
almost adopted. Okay, Ellie's almost adopted me. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna have lots of Greek food at some point in my life.
I seriously hope there's a lamb cleftico being made there, Els. I seriously hope there's a lamb cleftico being made.
Oh man, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. I'm so hungry though. It's always like lunchtime as we're ending this, so I'm just like, oh, food. But yeah, big up back to you, Josh. You are a good man. Thank you for tuning in.
Is this channel doing
a watch along?
No, we're not doing a watch along today, Michael.
Sorry, dude.
Nita is saying Van der Ven keep, Madders bench, sell Ericsson. Ellie's come back in saying love to you all.
Oh, love back to Ellie.
Love you, Ellie.
Nita still has Modric in her head.
Something else.
Scott M, we've already seen that one. Michael Zacharias come back in with Bale is the best thing to come out of Spurs. Talking beer again. Michael has never watched Spurs.
We've probably watches us twice a season when we play United.
Kate is keeping. Good afternoon, Kate. Kate is keeping Madders.
Hi, Kate. I hope you're feeling better.
And she's saying after hi to all.
Hey, please give our regards to Jim and his arm as well, please. We're all pulling for him too.
They're both not feeling 100%. So plenty of love and vibes going your way to the boxers.
This is me spreading love. I don't know if you can tell, but that's what this motion is.
It's coming from 3 different continents, Kate.
Yeah, seriously, you can't get much better than that.
Talking beer. Sorry, Chippy, I'm going to dramatically disagree. He's a massive plastic fan. United, Yankees, Dodgers. As an American, that type of fan is embarrassing. Zero loyalty, just following whoever wins.
It's getting spicy.
There's a lot of love in the chat.
And he just said, sorry for the spiciness, y'all. I changed it. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to move where you were at.
Talking beer, you're waffling. What is United winning? There we go.
Nothing.
That's I guess that's what he was saying. He's like, I'm not a glory hunter because we're not winning shit. So I get it.
No, but you're not exactly the biggest club. You're not the biggest club in England anymore, are you? Let's be honest. Biggest club, is arguably Man City right now.
Yeah, by trophies, but I do think they like fan-wise. I think United is still the biggest. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think you are correct.
Quite possibly. But let's not forget the exponential growth of Man City over the past 10 years.
Yeah, true.
And then you've got Ericsson wanted to play top tier football and Levy couldn't offer it to him. So he went to Inter Milan and won the Scudetto. Michael Zacharias saying Levy's a fraud. There's quite
he knows that much.
There's quite a few people that may well agree with you, Michael. There's some that don't, but I'd say that there's quite a few that do. Mick Vickers says Maddison needs to prove it like the other two. He started well though. Kate is saying keep Van der Ven, bench Madders, and send Ericsson to West Ham.
Boom.
Daniel Lee will remind us it took 4 years to replace Ericsson. Good afternoon, Bill. Bill saying keep Van der Vaart, bench Ericsson. Not sure what's happening with Maddison. It's obviously he must be the one that goes to West Ham.
He might be. But Bill, good to have you here, brother. Always good to see a new name. So Bill, welcome to the Madhouse.
To be honest, in fairness, Michael brought the chilies to the chat.
He did. But it's all good. It's all love. It's all good banter.
Is it Michael or Michael? MICHEL?
It might
Michael,
be
tell us
Mikel.
how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, if you could phonetically spell it out, that would be sweet. Just so I don't call you the
Could
wrong
be,
name.
could be Michelle. Yeah. Good afternoon, Rob Ayres. He will pick the best team regardless.
What's up, Rob?
And one of those people, Michael, that Michelle, that we might be referring to is Ben as saying Levy out. We have now caught up with the chat.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's actually a very valid question. Someone mentioned that Maddison has to prove himself, but the question really is: does Maddison really need to prove himself? Reason I'm saying that is because when Christian Eriksen come to Spurs, very much like let's just use Christian Eriksen for example. We knew very little about him. Like he was an unknown. We knew nothing about him, and it took us a little while to get familiar with him. The difference between him and Maddison is that Maddison is Premier League proven, and we know what he can bring. Like he won an FA Cup with Leicester. Like that's not an easy feat at any costs, especially after they sort of had a one good season and they sort of plummeted a little bit, and now they're relegated. Does Maddison really need to prove himself in this squad, or do we know what he can bring?
That's a good point. I think I kind of agree with you. I mean, he's already shown that he's got it. He's got that it factor. He makes things happen. The silky little flicks and deft little touches. I mean, and he already seems to have gelled really well with our players. And I don't know if he studied like film or what he did, but he like knows what runs people are going to make. And it's awfully soon in his career for him to be that like on the same wavelength with his teammates. But I'm happy about it. I'm here for it.
It's just this whole narrative that players need to prove themselves. Every single player that we get in, they need to prove themselves. No, they don't really. Like he's shown what he can offer to a top. We wouldn't have bought him in if he didn't have an element that we needed. We needed Maddison.
Yeah, absolutely. Bill saying here, it kind of goes to what you're saying, but Maddison needs to stay fit for a prolonged period in his career. Undoubtable ability, but ask a Leicester fan about Maddison, and they'll not be very kind about him. And I don't know if that's just his injury history. I know that he used to be kind of a, you were saying, the comments he made when he was 15, and I had heard some stuff about him.
He was 15 years old.
Yeah, but he used to be kind of a little snot-nosed kid.
He still is now. Like he does make shirty little comments. Like when he was the whole situation with Harry Kane leaving and then Maddison getting the number 10 shirt, and someone went, "Oh, that's a big shirt to follow," and Maddison turned around and said, "It's actually a small." Like after getting Harry Kane's number, like the guy is a shithouse. The guy is a shithouse. The way that he's funny, right? It's the 15-year-old Maddison. You can't really compare it. You can't compare it. He wasn't a professional at 15. He didn't make his professional debut until he played for Coventry in 2013. Those tweets are made in 2012. You can't compare the two people now. Maddison's obviously grown up. He's matured. He's 27 years old. Undeniably in the top 3 players in the Tottenham Hotspur squad. Undeniably one of the greatest, one of the best centre attacking midfielders in the Premier League as of current. He doesn't need to prove anything. I don't think he needs to prove anything.
I agree. And Ash, I'll pose that question to you. Do you think that there's still more that Maddison needs to prove, or is he proved that he's Spurs material, that he's quality, that he's got what it takes to compete at this level?
I think everyone can agree that he's quality. There's no doubting that his Premier League record stands for itself. Yes, he has to prove he's not injury prone. That's one thing he does have to prove, both to a Leicester fan and to Spurs fans. But that's another question altogether. I would say that I'd like him to do well in Spurs, but even if he doesn't, that's not on him in terms of like even if Spurs fails or it doesn't work out or whatever, for whatever reason, I don't think it'll happen. But even if by some miracle it doesn't happen, he's still a quality player, and I think everyone can agree about that.
Boom. Exactly. And something crazy would have to happen for him to not work out at Spurs at this stage. You know what I mean? He's already been scoring goals, assisting, setting players up. Yeah. I think that he'd have to have like a career-ending injury for things to not work at Spurs, and we'll all say a prayer to whoever we want to pray to that does not happen. So yes,
he's vice captain because he has leadership qualities. Like I said, someone mentioned. Sorry, my daughter's having a little winch in the background. Someone said Maddison was not part of the league winning team. I didn't say he was. He was part of the FA Cup winning team, the team that won the FA Cup. Against all odds, they weren't having a great season, and they still won the FA Cup. Madders led them there. Let's not forget that he has got leadership qualities, which is why he was made vice captain. I would argue and say he's probably more suited for a captain over Sonny. But I'm not going to open up a can of worms and open up some massive debate. That's just my opinion.
He's also new. Like, let him settle into the club. Let him get his family settled here, and then if he's captain material, it can happen later. Sonny's already 32, so it's not like Sonny can be playing forever either. So that can still happen in the future.
Big up, absolutely agreed. I just want to put up Bill's comment to Scott. Will we getting beat tonight, Scott? Big up, mate. Thumbs up. Love it. I just love how it's all kind of become like a running joke, and I love it. So yes, everybody, again, dual stream. Please go support our co-host Jose and sub at El Tel Cockerel. That is the name of his channel there. Please go and please go support and show love to all Spurs content creators. Coffee Company, Ben Kaufman, the man himself. Get over there, guys. Seriously, anything that you can do to help these Spurs content creators helps us to create more content that hopefully you guys enjoy. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, like snake eating its own tail. We're here for you guys, and hopefully you guys are here for us. We appreciate you guys big time. So yeah, guys, we've gotten through pretty much.
So you also got Tequila's channel there, the Play Pouch. It's a gaming channel that Tequila's done. Tequila's a mod on my channel. He's a mod on Mia's channel and a few other channels. Really nice chap, supports everyone. But he started his own. It's not big, but he started his own channel, gaming.
Everybody
channel.
Get over there, yeah.
If anyone's into gaming, even if you're not, just show him some support and go over and support him at the Play Pouch.
Definitely. Tequila's done enough to support all of us. Let's go support Tequila back, everybody.
Have you caught up with the chat?
Like every time I think of Tequila's name, I just do the song in my head, like Tequila. So it's for that.
It's a good song. So we're kind of caught up. There's a little more we need to get through here. So
good afternoon, Henry M.
This is the last one. Ericsson wanted to play top tier football. Levy couldn't offer it to him, so he went to Inter, won the Scudetto.
We did that, I think.
And can't take away from what he's achieved, though. I'm not going to shit on Ericsson. I loved what he brought to Tottenham. It could have ended in better ways. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was the best way he could have left. It could have ended on a lot better terms. But in comparison to obviously the keeper West Ham, Maddison's still with us. Van der Vaart is still poised through and through. Ericsson left a bad taste in my mouth when he left. That's why I've chosen to sell him.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've got Mikel. Nita, yes, I've kept stats for Kulu and Bentancur since the 21 season, and we need their input. Trust me. Nita, big up. Yes, I really, really, really hope that we get Bentancur back ASAP. Henry, though, what's up, Henry M? Big up, Henry in the house. Matters does not need to prove himself at all. He's the attacking version of a midfielder we've needed for some time, arguably since Ericsson left. So, I tend to agree with Josh on that one, that he's already done enough to prove himself both here and at Leicester. So, yeah.
I think the term prove themselves comes from the lack of knowledge that we've had for these other players that have had to prove themselves. Romero, we didn't really see too much of him in the Premier League. He's proved himself. Ericsson, we knew nothing about him. He came, he proved himself. Gareth Bale, come from Southampton, was a youngster, come through the ranks, proved himself. Maddison has been smashing it in the Premier League since he joined the Premier League. We know what the guy could bring. I think he's proven himself to be a Premier League player. He's proven himself to be part of and a valuable addition to this squad. There you
would never ask, does Van der Vaart did Van der Vaart need to come prove himself? You know what I mean? I don't think that.
No, not 100% that you wouldn't, because Van der Vaart was already a household name. If you followed international football, like you just looked at that Netherlands squad that had Van der Vaart in it, it was undeniably one of the greatest Dutch squads that you're ever going to see. He was smashing it in the Bundesliga as well. Let's not forget that he was doing really, really well for himself. So, do you know, I used to buy him on FIFA before he signed for Tottenham. He was one of the players I'd always go out and buy. They were just, you get those players that as soon as you start up a career mode, I'm going for that player. Van der Vaart was always that guy for me.
Yeah, Bale was that for me when I used to play FIFA. Like I would always go for Bale. That was the first thing.
God, I miss Gareth Bale. I love how fully poised Gareth Bale still seems to be. If we're on that, if you know what I mean, we're still on that note here.
He turned around and said that signing for Spurs was the best thing he ever did, and leaving Spurs was the worst thing he ever done.
Yeah, exactly. So Gareth Bale's always going to have a place in my heart.
He loves golf now, doesn't he?
Do what? Sorry, what was the last thing you said, Josh?
He just loves his golf now, doesn't he? Like if Daniel Levy hosted an amateur golf tournament, Gareth Bale would be there.
Oh, he would show up for sure. Absolutely. I'm kind of surprised that him and Kane didn't get more golf in that season that we had Bale on loan. Maybe they did, and we just didn't see it. But yeah. So we've got some more comments here.
I was gonna go to the gym before watching the game, but I think I might put it off and go after the game.
Yeah, do it. So you've got that wind pumping you up for pumping up your iron. I like that. Yes.
Or don't go at all.
I've got to. I had some really good news yesterday. I got offered a very, very lucrative job that requires me to have some level of fitness. So I need to get in the gym and I need to smash this fitness.
Boom. You got it, dude. I believe in you. We all believe in you here. But we've got earlier we had 48 people in the house. It's not that many now, but everybody, if you could slap the like and still head on over to El Tel Cockerel's channel. I'll throw the link up in just a second. Make sure that you shared the love equally between the two. All the channels that have been put into the chat today. We're just one big Spurs family, trying to support each other.
Read the comment. Look.
Come on, guys. How y'all feeling? We kick off in an hour and 40 minutes. I'm excited. I wish. I'm super tempted to call into work today, but I'm not going to.
You say this every time. Every time we play a game of football, you say, I'm going to call into work and I'm going to say blah, 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 blah. You can't do that, I'm afraid. This is not, we're not at school. This is adult life. We've got to work.
You're right. I'll have it on in the background.
What's your daughter's name?
My daughter's name's Winter.
Oh wow, that's a lovely name.
Yep.
She's very clingy at the moment. I can't put her down without her crying.
Oh, she's adorable.
She is, and I'm glad that she's feeling better. All's been good ever since she got sick that one time too, right?
Yeah. So this time 2 years ago, she was actually in paediatric ICU with tubes down her throat and all sorts, and it was a very, very scary time. And now look at her.
Now look, wouldn't even be able to tell. I think she could go
right. Chippy O'Napoli's got it right. That is her name, yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow,
Chippy.
that's a lovely name.
But it's spelt wrong. It's actually spelt with WYNTER.
W-Y.
So I saw something about we need to get monetized. We're on our way. We're doing that. Just got to get some more watch hours up. But we appreciate you guys.
Give me a piece.
This show is just a nice, always fun, polite, and good vibes. Thank you so much. That is all that we try to provide is good vibes. But Jose's got a knife. Watch out. He's got a knife. Jose's got a knife. But no. So guys, we are almost we are almost towards the end of the show. We plan to go for an hour and a half, and you guys see how that goes. We're a little past already. But I just wanted to kind of go through around the circle. We've already all decided that Richarlison's going to score today. Wait, Josh, were you asked that question yet? Do you think Richarlison's gonna get a goal today?
Oh, he's got to. Of course, he is. If this goal front carries on, he's going to get 2 today.
That's what I said.
That's exactly what Jose said as well. Yeah,
I said it yesterday and today. Yeah.
He'll get 2 today. And I guarantee at least one of them is a header. One of them.
Colin, sorry, you can't go, Colin. You've got to do the predictions update.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. It's not time to go pull just yet. But real quickly, Ellie wasn't here today, but I do want to put this in here.
Can I just sound someone out who's come into the show?
Yeah.
Let's put a comment up there, and that is David Shear saying hello to us all. David Shear is a big time supporter of the channels. Australian guy. He's a top man. Cobber. He calls me Cobber all the time, but he's absolutely brilliant. So it's really nice to have you here, David. Pleasure to have you, mate.
David. Absolutely. Big up, David. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Every time I see a new face, I smile. I'm just like, family's growing. We're growing the family. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Hashtag ban Jose for his send to West Hams. Yeah.
Listen, if you think Jose, correct me. Is it Jose or Jose?
Jose.
If you think Jose's a bad, wait till you come across mine. I am evil. Colin, am I evil?
I mean, for many reasons. I don't know if that's the only reason why I would call you evil, but yes, you are. But
Jose with the keep to West Ham's are like, have a bit of spice. There you go.
Look at this. Look at my mom just being nice and doting on
Your
me.
mom's lovely.
I love her. She's pretty great. But yeah, and yeah, everybody, please make sure you're also subbed to Ellie. She was originally going to be on today, but you heard her. She had to do another Christmas. So you can find her at Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. She is part of that channel now, and they are all the better for having her because she is amazing.
Ellie does a lot of work for all the channels. She promotes everybody's channel. She doesn't pick her own. She promotes everybody's channel. So yeah, Ellie is a star in the community.
Yep.
Yeah, Ellie's amazing. Ellie's possibly my favorite YouTuber, like across the board. Sorry to all of y'all.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't blame you one little bit. She has invited me and my family over for dinner. I keep reminding her about that so she doesn't forget. So whenever we go and we visit England next, we are going to be treated to some delicious home-cooked Greek food. So very excited.
Can we for David Shear, because he's currently in and out, can we show him the keep on West Ham and let David have a go?
Of course. Yeah, David, for sure, man.
So David, we did this earlier on the show, and this is just for you, mate. For you, Cobber, right? You've got to pick one player to keep, one player to bench, and one player to send to West Ham. Who would you keep? Who would you bench? And who you sending to West Ham, mate?
And not an easy one. Not as easy as they some days are.
James Maddison, Rafael van der Vaart, Christian Eriksen.
Yeah. Talking Beer wants to know if Ash said y'all. Did you say it, Ash?
Yeah, I love that word because it's so like you can include so much in y'all. So it's just the best word to use. It's so much easier to use than any other word.
It's the best. It's the best. Yeah. It is the best. And look at this. Maybe we should take Ellie out to dinner so she doesn't have to do the work. I think that's a wonderful idea. Ellie, be thinking of your favorite place to eat, or we're taking you. And again, Ellie, thank you for all the love that you show all of us YouTubers. Ellie's just the best. But yeah, if you are in the building and you see this, let us know. Oh, let me get that banner off there. I didn't need to be there right now. But yeah, so if you see this, let us know your answer. And my mom wanted to point out, y'all is one person. All y'all is plural.
I will use it correctly from now on.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It was a word that I never even said until I moved down here a little more to the south. And I say it all the time now. So, Michael, Michael, just wanted to say that Ten Hag is better than Poch. Shoot, Poch hasn't looked great.
They're both as good. They're both as good as each other. Let them continue being that way.
Yes, exactly.
David Shear come in with an answer.
There he is. Keep Maddison. Bench Rafa considering his age, and bugger Eriksson off to West Ham. Cheers.
Okay.
Love it.
Nice to have your input there.
Absolutely. Let me get this out so we can see all of our beautiful faces. But guys, it is almost match. Just teaching y'all to talk hillbilly. All y'all, right? Oh yeah, there it is. Teaching all y'all to talk hillbilly. We appreciate it, Ma. We appreciate it. And we appreciate everybody that's tuned into the show. This has been an awesome, awesome show today. We've had people in the chat. We've had some spiciness in the chat. We've had some love in the chat. It's been a good one. And if you want spiciness, I've got something for you. This is coming to you guys tomorrow. And it's our own Ash doing her post-match thing. We're going an hour later than normal tomorrow. So normally it would be 1 p.m. GMT. Tomorrow is 2 p.m. GMT, which makes it 7:30 your time, Ash?
Yeah. 7:30 p.m. Yeah.
Boom. 7:30 p.m. in India, 2 p.m. in England, and 8 a.m. where I live in Indiana. So guys, please make sure you're tuning into this. Ash, you've got a guest tomorrow, a Brighton fan guest.
No. He's a Spurs fan.
Yes.
His name is Onside Banjara, and he basically does reaction videos in like various bars. So he'll go to like a United bar and do a reaction video.
That's so cool.
So
that's awesome.
He does that channels. So he's an amazing Spurs fan, and he does a lot of different kinds of content. And so he'd be really fun to have on, I thought. So hopefully I'll show him some love. Yeah, all y'all show him some love.
You got it. Perfect. Absolutely. I want some of that burrito that Jose looks like he's eating right now. Looks delicious.
Oh, yeah, it looks delicious.
It does. It sure does. I'm going to have to get me some lunch in just a second. But guys, we are coming towards the end of the show. Is there anything that we didn't cover that anybody would like covered?
The predictions results.
Yes, thank you. Sorry. So, guys, you might know we've got predictions league that we do here, and we've got some results to show you.
We haven't updated the table. We've just updated the results up until yesterday's games.
Yes, and look at that. There's finally some green appearing on the board. It was mostly just an orange board for this week's games up until yesterday. But if you check that out, you'll see, as you guys will know, the green means that you got the score correct and the whole result correct. The yellow or the orange is if you just predicted the correct winner of the match. So yeah, guys, check it out. Let's see who's doing the best so far this week. It looks like might be Jim.
Well, I don't know what's Jim got. Adrian Schroeder. Hold on, let me look. Okay, Jim's got 2 greens and 2 oranges. That's exactly the same as Adrian Schroeder has.
They're both on 8.
They're both got 8 points. But then you've got Ash. I know Ash has done well. Ash has got 1 green and 4 oranges.
Yeah, nice job, Ash. Absolutely nice job. And guys, this is still going on. We are still doing this. You can join in at any time. This week we're kind of past the matches, but if you want to get in on this next week, we will definitely. I mean, just get your results to us. You can leave them in a YouTube comment. You can leave them anywhere, and we'll find it somehow. Carrier pigeon, just fly your carrier pigeon out to Jose's house, and he will make sure that your scores get added to the table. But yeah, guys, I can't wait to see the table and the way that it looks after all these matches end. Do you think Jose is going to still be at the top, or do you think we're going to knock him loose? What do you guys think?
I can't be knocked off. Not with the way the points are at the moment. Who's second? Who was second? It was Top Spurs 13 points behind me in second.
Oh God, yeah,
and
not gonna happen.
Top Spurs has scored 1, 2, 3, 4. Top Spurs has got 7 points, and I currently have 6.
Well, Top Spurs, come on, step it up. We're gonna need you next week, bud.
Nita's asking me where is she. So Nita you've got 1 point because you started late this week. You ended up getting 1 point. You got Chelsea 2-0. The result was 2-1. So you've got 1 point, but you still got 2 games to go tonight. Everyone has scored at least a point so far this week, at least.
Boom.
Even those that joined in halfway through, i.e. yesterday. So, and just wanted to go back to this one's for Josh.
Yep. Josh.
My prediction on tonight's game, I reckon. If I bet that Spurs are going to win, we always lose. So I'm going to say Brighton 2-1. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Dang! Wow, brave, awfully brave of you. But yes, Chippy. Thanks. This is going to be a fun one. I'll be watching these scores very closely. How can I join predictions, Mike?
Right, so
Miguel?
what we do is we do the predictions before the week the game starts. So the predictions for next week games will start on Friday. So we predict on Friday. We predict the result for all 10 games, and then the games will be played on Saturday. There's 6. There's 2 on Sunday, 1 Monday, 1 Tuesday, and that will be next week's fixtures. And we do it on a prediction show that we run on Friday. So we always do the predictions the day of the first game or on a Friday. So, for instance, last week we had to do the predictions on a Thursday because the first game of the week was on a Thursday because the games last week were Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, yeah, the predictions are run usually on a Friday, or it'll usually be on Friday because I can't see us having another Christmas event till next Christmas. Yeah, so it'll be Fridays. So Fridays is when we do it on our predictions show on a Friday, Michael. You've got David Shear saying, Ash, great to see you, Cobbett.
Hi, David. Nice to see you here.
David, it's really good.
Thanks for my kindness, my friend. Sorry, I just woke up. It's 1:50 in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Props to you. Yeah, you are a very dedicated Spurs fan. And,
the Australians all get up to watch it's an early game for them in Australia, isn't it? So it's a late game for us, but an early game for them.
I'd love to know where in Australia he is then, because my relatives that live in New South Wales called me up at midday, I think it was, and it was pitch black and dark. I think it was about 10 o'clock their time.
Yeah, the time differences are wild, especially Australia. There's like 3 or 4 time zones in Australia, I think.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It truly is. But yes, David, thank you for your kindness for joining in on the show and taking part. We really appreciate it. The show would be nothing without you guys. So yeah, I mean, we really appreciate y'all. All y'all. We appreciate all y'all. And,
all y'all.
David says Spurs 3-2. There are goals in this game. And 3-1 if we play Dorrington. He looked good in the U21s against Leeds.
I just wanted to comment exactly. He's placed the bet. It's 8-1, Josh.
Okay, so if it's 8-1, he said that he puts a $5 on the bet and all the money goes to the channel. So theoretically, there could be a nice donation of what's 5 times 8?
£45.
45 plus the £1 plus £1. So £46 could be coming this channel's way.
No, it'd be £5. It's a $5 plus the 8-1, so it's 9 times 5, 45.
Oh, there you go.
See, boom. Michael saying it's going to be a chaotic 1-1. I can see it. Both teams like to get out and play and get up and down the pitch. Just
confirming what I see. He lives in Esperance, Western Australia, 3 hours behind New South Wales, Josh.
That makes sense.
Dang.
So what I was going to say, I just want to clarify so people know exactly what I said earlier about this game. Is although that I've gone 4-0, the facts of the matter are Brighton have conceded in their last 22 games on the trot, and Tottenham have scored in their last 30 games on the trot. So the odds are, with the facts being stated, that both teams will score tonight, if you look at it like that.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, I'm sticking another fiver on. Michael's 1-1. Again, the winnings go to the channel. Don't F it up, Michael. Big up, Chippy.
No, Chippy, don't bet. He's a United fan. He's trying to make you lose money. Don't.
No. Everybody. What I like is that even though there's been a little spice, everybody's been nice, and it's.
Do you know what? Do you know what I fancy, Colin? Sorry. Do you know what I fancy actually? Chippy, tell me what the odds are on this. 2-1. Right, 2-1. So it's going to be over 2.5 goals, with Richarlison to score at any time, and Ben Davies to get booked.
Ben Davies to get booked. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad bet. So guys, we are about to wrap up. I've got to go and get ready for work. Got to get some lunch in my tummy before the match. But yeah, guys, let me pull this off the screen here. We'll get a full screen of Jose eating his burrito. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you, Jose. But guys, before we head out, I wanted to real quick say that we've seen a really, really big uptick in subscribers on the channel. And I just wanted to thank you guys all so much. Without y'all, we're just talking to ourselves, and it's really nice to have you guys to converse with. I don't have very many real life Spurs fans, that are in my life on a day-to-day basis. So it's great to have you guys to talk Spurs with, to have a little Spurs family here. And I really appreciate everybody. And I just wanted to thank everybody out there for their support. Thank you guys so much. Big love. And you guys, I'll give everybody a chance, of course. Anything to close out on? Anybody want to say anything to close?
I just wanted to say that for tomorrow, we'll be on twice tomorrow. And the reason being is that Ash's show will be on at 2 o'clock GMT, 7:30 Indian time in the evening, and 8 in the morning Central. Is that correct, Colin?
That is correct. You got it. You're getting good at this.
So we've got that tomorrow. And then soon as Ash finishes, we'll probably have a short break ourselves, and we're looking to our normal show. So we'll be on our normal show again at 4:05 GMT tomorrow. So please watch out. We'll be on twice tomorrow. It's not an error. The first one is White Chat Lane, and that'll be hosted by Ash with the onside Banjara, and then you will have Colin and myself afterwards.
Boom. You guys, you're going to get tons of talk of ball in the next couple of days. Hope you're not tired of us when it's all over, but it's going to be fun. We're excited. And wow, that music ended right on time. Or did you do that? Somebody did that, but whoever did it, that was awesome. You guys, yeah, come on, you Spurs. And I see a win tonight. I really do. I believe it with all my heart that we're gonna win, but it is going to be a high scoring match. I'm changing my 3-2 still 3-2. That's sticking to my guns. So yeah, guys. Anything else, Ash? What's your goodbye message? Vandervaart, yes, absolutely. If only he could come back in his prime for a few matches and show us what he could do. Josh, what about you? Anything? Oh, he's muted. What about no, nothing? Jose, what do you got to say to the fine people before we bid them adieu?
I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining us today. Without you, we can't make a show. We try our best to read out every chat. It's becoming more and more difficult, but we've done it today, and we aim to do it at every stage. We like the fact that you get involved with us as well, and in all the games that we play and any questions we ask, we like your interactiveness. And yeah, carry on supporting us, and we'll carry on bringing you shows if you carry on supporting us. And then obviously to all my co-hosts, so to Ash, to Cole, and to Josh. Thank you very much, guys, for another great show. And Tottenham Mum. No, I'm not forgetting about Tottenham Mum.
Yes,
Tottenham Mum for joining us on today's show as well. Thank you very much. And yeah, you guys are all amazing. So thank you for making the show. And thank you for subscribing over to my own channel, LTL Cockerel. That was
absolutely.
superb. Yeah, I've got past the 100 mark today, so thank you. And yeah, and the other thing is, I will stick with my 4-0 victory tonight. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. All right, and are we doing it? Are we playing them out with the usual?
Do it.
Do it. Here we go.
My team has got James Maddison. James Maddison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Maddison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.